Alright, on this episode, apparently we've expanded Croatia so large and so wide, we've actually established link with China, because the Western Protector must have expanded its border, or we've expanded it there since we took Crimea and other parts of the Ukraine. So here it is, Tang Empire, led by Emperor Li Zhenzong. Again, I have no grace to him because I never interacted with him up until now. The Emperor likes Christians, but he dislikes African cultures, so I'm neither of them. So I'm a Zoroastrian and a Croat, so he's neutral with me. I could send him a eunuch, but who? Yo, Cosmos, is not ill. Okay. I was about to give away the guy who has cancer. He doesn't want that. But apparently the most valuable to him is Mutamir. Mutamir Senulatovic. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if you can see that, but that man has Chinese features. So here you go. Sent you a eunuch and a concubine. But jeez, not that's what it says. But I could send him an artifact, but what? I got so many things. Ooh, he would prefer university books. Or that. Or what Jadrinka wrote. I'll give away the Punic War book. The Protector General of the Eminent Emperor addresses to the letter of the honored Emperor of the Empire of Croatia, having blessings upon thee. The heavenly Levengoy Emperor Senzong of the Tang Empire has graciously accepted my gift. The generosity of the Senulatovic dynasty will not be forgotten. Anything to please the Emperor. I could send him more artifacts. I will require a peace deal. That's what I request. Yeah, the heavenly said they decided there shall be no war and strife between our two nations. His infinite mercy and wisdom is an inspiration to us all. May forever be the harmony between the houses of Li and Senulatovic. So we made a peace deal with China. Thank you. I could have just come over there and Kowtow to the Emperor, but not particularly in the mood for that. Oh yes, the eunuch. Learning education is what he needs. I aim to please. At peace. So I can't go over to him right now because we're gonna go deal with that Sunni revolt. And coming soon, Mazdaki. After we deal with them, I think I should take a trip to China. It'll be a very long trip. You can't go over there by boat. Come back here. What are you on? My eldest child. Get after them. Okay. I'll get back to Slovakia. Alright. I'm going to go on a journey to the inner lands of the Tang Empire and bow before the Emperor as an act of servitude. It will cost me prestige, but hey, if Yadrinka was around, she would never bow to the Emperor. But me, as they call me the Great and whatnot, did all these things, I will go over them. Kowtow to China. The journey to visit the Emperor of the Tang Empire and will show my subservience will take months, if not even years. I take my farewells to my near and dear and prepare the caravan for departure. Let's get going. So I'm currently traveling to China, but it will hurt my health a little. So hopefully I don't die on my way there. Because this is the last time, possibly the last time, I will see everybody of this ever-growing empire, that I really live up to Yadrinka's legacy. Let's go. See? On a pilgrimage to China. Cassian of Serbia will be the regent for this empire. He's the man in charge. There's something different about Hippolytos. As we discuss his travels to the Tang Empire, he speaks passionately about how the realm is so wealthy. Every inch of the Middle Kingdom seems to be used to house or to nourish its people. Oh my lord, you must let me go back, he pleads. I can understand the desire to follow your dreams. Look, we're all going to China. Let's go. Come on. We're not digging to China. We're, well, you know, we're in a caravan. And I don't know if I'll live long enough to see the wonders of this empire that is about my size, if not bigger than my empire. Screw off. Oh, that would be funny if Drzislav returns to the Empire and all of a sudden a civil war is going. Our caravan has been approached by a smooth-faced Han man. Han is the ethnicity for Chinese, though there are many different ethnicities in China. He's claiming to be a renowned trader. After finally getting my attention, he beckons me over to his own horse. There's something strapped to its saddle. Name's Yin Jiang, my good lord. Might my latest acquisition interest you? Ooh, that looks dangerous. Let me take it off your hands. Zug crossbow. Let me see that. There it is. An elaborate mechanical contraption capable of rapidly firing arrows, even when used with only one hand. That adds up martial, light troops, and has more prestige and plot power defense. Rapid fire crossbow. Wow. These guys have stuff that we don't. And I guess we should be fortunate of having such a thing. A weapon of war. Something of a good use. Huh. You know, I just looked something. Even though China is open and is having a golden age, but when I looked at the Emperor himself, all of his children are daughters. They're all girls, and apparently he has a lot of brothers and sisters. So yeah, his succession is fine. But it's interesting to see all these daughters that he has. Gee, he must have been a goer. Alright, the trip continues. Slavic pagan. Yes, there is a little bit of Slavic paganism. It's making a comeback in some areas. As I'm away to China, while she continues getting money. And that is to be spent. She'll get better. Pneumonia. Yoip. Yep, Cassian is sure holding down the fort. The Serb is holding down the fort. Split is prospering. Oh, Mazdaki uprising in Kiev. I thought it was in Slovakia. It's inhabited by Ruthanes or Russians. Ruthanes, okay. Kowtow the China continues. As the days drag on, I find myself thinking back to Sen, wondering what's happening in the palace, and how is Prince Boyan faring without me there? When I can return to home, when my journey to the Middle Kingdom seems to never end. Boyan, my 9-year-old son. What about Petar? Cynical. Halt, my son needs a letter from me. I'll make a stop for the evening. My son will receive a letter with my thoughts and well wishes. I'll spend a little money. They'll say that I'm a pen pal. I guess assembled a mob to bring down the trade post unless... He thwarted destruction. He had useful, skilled diplomacy. Damn it, Cassian. Man up, will ya? I know you're depressed and everything. You Serbs are supposed to be strong. Serbia is strong. Western Protectorate. Who's helping what? Oh my. Basically the whole world is against Arabia. The townspeople improve once again. Hey, wait a minute. Oh! Don't you know there's a war going on? Our caravan has been camped by the roadside the whole day. The sky's been pouring over us with unusually heavy rain. The whole situation has brought my thoughts to my late brother, Boyan. Boyan Senulatovic. Fohor was the father. His brother died of depression and gout. He was always kind to me. Well, kinda. Yeah. I'll burn the incense in the honor of their memory and step outside to wash away my tears under the crying sky. Honor your dead, always. God, these guys are fast. Another day at court, another endless procession of matters that I'm required to pass judgment on. Yet another peasant drones on about his sickly pigs, and an heir believes he poisoned them. I feel a profound emptiness. This isn't the life I'd imagined. By Zurvan, will you shut up about your pigs? And I'm, depressed. Yeah, apparently, I really thought that never was kind. Couldn't wipe away my tears. Now get back to Slovakia, quick! It's a heretic stronghold, you know. As I said, I'm Kowtowing the Emperor, and that's that. If Yadrinka was alive, she would never do that. She knows she thinks she's better than him, but not me. I'm a humble servant. Well, not quite humbled, but zealous. Emperor's still the same. Ah, here we go. Our company has finally reached to the central lands of the Tang Empire. The Middle Kingdom and all its magnificence lay before us with so much to experience. Let us walk, lest I forget about the reason of the journey. I start to travel on the Imperial roads towards the Celestial Palace. Croatia meets China for the first time. Let's get down to business. I would rather see stewardship just try to live up to their name. Also, another thing about Petar here. Born on the 4th of July. If he was American, he would be the most American man ever. I'll pay for the repairs. Okay, hold on. My guards and I have been making our way through the bustling market this morning. There's an ample supply of every meat and game and trinkets and baubles around. Here and there we encounter soldiers along with dignitaries from other foreign courts. There is clearly no shortage of business for these traders. But, you know, a guy like me, you know, who's made his living of Midas touch, as well as being a good poet too, but greedy. I'm here to trade. You there, let's talk business. I offer my patronage to the local traders, allowing bringing home to a Chinese artifact. Some of which were stolen by past rulers, especially by Yadrinka, but at least this one, you have to earn it. You spend your money there. So, spending 809 gold. This might reflect well on me in the eyes of the Emperor. I guess if someone were to tell him that of the Croats' deeds. The tapestry of many. What's this? Tapestry. tapestry. Here it is. It's already activated. A beautiful tapestry depicting a scene from a market on a Silk Road. Looking at one, I can almost hear the jingle of coins and the chattering of a dozen languages. And I guess you're going to have to add Croatian, Serbian, Bulgarian, Avar, Czech, Slovak, and numerous other minority languages, including Greek. Not to forget Greek, but I'm sure they already knew Greek because of the Byzantine Empire. Keycards. Oh, the Kagan of Mitchell. Okay. Whatever. Didn't know we could. Basically, we do have established links with all of Asia then, since we've grown so large. Is it time yet? We'll build some more. The first Senulatovic man to step foot into China ended, but it's not over yet. The trade route from Sen is dire of a need a new ship and equipment to continue to bring goods on the realm. Keep it running. The high priest started the ceremony right as I get inside the Taoist temple. The disciples enter a meditation to bring themselves into harmony with the cosmos. Huh! Loudly criticized a false religion. I'm not that pious, but I'll just join in their ceremony, which will reflect well in the eyes of the Emperor. Now I'm content, so I feel satisfied a lot in my life. So I got rid of zealous and got content, which just adds slight piety. I'm sure Cassian right about now, he's like, oh, Drzislav, please come back to the Empire. The people are getting restless out there. Well, here's a way of trying to convince him to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Greedy bastard. Oh, he's envious. We're gonna try to keep it down. Especially one look here. Powerful. Just hopefully they'll calm down and they'll just call it off. Remember, Drzislav doesn't know what's going on back home. He has no clue! Humility or content? Humble. Okay. There we go. Here we are. The Emperor has kept his eyes on me, the Chief Minister says. You may enter the throne to show your subordination, but be quick about it. I hastily performed a Kowtow before the silent Emperor. Lose 1,000 prestige, but I'll get 100 grace. And so this character has completed a journey to China to show their subordination to the Emperor. The Emperor was very pleased. So a slight hit on the monthly prestige and more monthly grace. So I hastily performed. Well, I hope you did a good job holding the fort. And what the hell is wrong with everybody? That's what Drzislav would think. Yeah. That's kind of funny. Of how it went. Again. Yeah, way to go, Drzislav. You met the Chinese Emperor. It took you quite a time to get there. But hey, it takes an emperor to know an emperor. There's another thing I kind of want. Yeah, I got plenty of Chinese artifacts, so I really don't need it right now. How about a master engineer? Because, the Tang Empire is the cradle of countless wonders of technology. I can request to have a Chinese master engineer to join my court. A master engineer will improve my dynasty with powerful province modifiers. The master engineer will join my court. While employed, they will build constructions and machines throughout my realm, adding various bonuses to my economy, military, and technology. Come on in. The Heavenly Ragoy, Emperor Zhenzong of the Tang Empire, has generously granted my request. The Master Engineer Yansheng will enlighten my nation. Send my most sincere gratitude to the Emperor. So there he is. My own Master Engineer. His character is a well of theoretical knowledge and used to invent and design all sorts of structures and machines, as well as a practical know-how required to construct them. Not only he's a master engineer, but he's attractive, he's a poet like me, and he's a master seducer, and lustful, and, gluttonous. Not only he's a master engineer, but he's a master seducer as well. Would you like to be a Zoroastrian? Yeah, you would. If you want to be like us, then by God, you ought to worship the same God as us. Forget about your little thing that you've been worshipping for years, and just, if you wanted to be in our culture, well then, you were right pleased. A paper mill. Okay. Yang is Zoroastrian now. Yanshang is Zoroastrian now. Remember, that's his first name. Yang is that. I mean, that's the Chinese naming customs. Paper mill. In this factory, the worker produces paper, a cheap and light material upon which to write anything from poems to official documents. Alright, more poems for me. Except, unfortunately, you put it at a place where it's infested with smallpox. There isn't going to be much of distribution of paper if it or isn't, Oh, I forgot the Guardian. Oh, and introduce the heir to the realm. As my heir is soon to age, I could choose to formally introduce him or her to the vassals of the realm. This could help build the trust that will certainly prove useful for the child in the future. Send out the invitations. I have invited my vassals to partake in a formal introduction of my Prince Petar. You'll have to exchange many pleasantries and act in a very formal way. Something that might be tiresome for someone as young as him. However, I have the full confidence they will not disappoint me. They'll be here soon. Come on, if you want to be the Emperor, start acting like one! Because I might be gone sooner than you think. And also you need a good guardian. Someone to teach you the inner workings. Hold on a minute. Get a doctor. And I don't mean a medical doctor. Here's the Doctor of Philosophy. Actually, he should remain here, because I'm trying to introduce him to the world. he could potentially be patient and or greedy or paranoid. Be thorough, make others count on you. I'll be stressed. But don't worry, hopefully my guardians will take care of my attitude. Herbert Doyam of Nin is a renowned, godly learned vassal of mine. After having introduced himself to Petar, Doyam approaches me with an offer. Doyam is willing to spend some time teaching Peter the more intricate parts of the Gathas in exchange of my favor. Of course. Look at his learning skill. Still increasing. When I become that character, I'm going to the Hermetic Society. I think they're secret Slavic pagans. They were pagans and they were only half themselves to blame. It's a matter of view. As Peter introduces himself to Mayor Boyan of Novigrad, he not only presents himself with grace, but also manages to impress Boyan by skillfully complimenting him. Well, what does he know? He's born slow, so yeah, I taught him everything he knows, so yeah, thumbs up to you. Get rid of the damn Thieves Guild. Hopefully our master engineer will do something about this. Ooh. It seems Peter is starting to get along incredibly well with the child of one of the visiting vassals. Indeed, apparently Petar and Zuzana Senulatovic are becoming fast friends. It's kinswoman, how lovely. And he introduces himself to Herbad Solvan of Kanin. He not only accidentally spills a beverage all over his shoes, but also manages to insult all of his ancestors. I'm sorry you feel that way. By the way, Herbad of Kanin. Oh, you made... You see right here? I want Peter to be like him. While having a pleasant conversation, I'm suddenly interrupted by an infernal ruckus. Upon further investigations, it seems as if Peter got into a fight with a child of one of the visiting vassals. I tear the two children apart. It is obvious that Peter and Saveka Senulatovic will not ever be friends after this encounter. Another kinswoman and another one from Bosnia. Wonder who started it then. At least these guys are calming down. Oh, now that I'm back. Herbert Sovan of Kanin is a renowned fighter and tactician. It is he now. After having introduced himself to Peter, which I'm sure he knows, he's like, "Hey, you're the one who spilled them all over my shoes." But he approaches me with an offer. He's willing to spend some time teaching Peter how to fight in exchange of the favor. Alright. That's up one for Marshall. Yeah. He may have spilled your shoes, but at least you're going to teach him how to fight like a warrior. Oh yeah, he met Duyam of Nin before. Spilled all over his shoes and tells all the ancestors to screw off. And now he introduced himself to Mayor Stepan of Zadar, and he compliments him. Stubborn, but a good man. The last of my vassals have left, and Prince Petar looks relieved. He is obviously exhausted from all the formalities, but having introduced like this will hopefully serve him well in the future. He's groomed to perfection. I've done my best to groom into a worthy heir. And maybe one day he should go to the university, if that's even possible, because of such a learning skill. So yeah, look at him, 15 years old, and he's lustful. Whoa. Wonder what got him into such a dirty mind. Hey, want a concubine? But can't. She's ill. Bozena, wife of King Bogomil of Poland, has been spending a few days in Zen. It's been a very nice experience meeting her. Maybe our peoples are not that different after all. Alright, Tom, maybe we could be friends, despite the fact that I took Bohemia from him. Was it me or was it the password? I'm glad that you hear that you are well, and my wife's visit was a good experience. Unfortunately, in these times, pacts are broken left and right, and to avoid going back on my word in the future, I would rather not give this kind of guarantee. I hope you understand. That's a shame. That's only because you hate my guts. That's the reason why. I'm the one who took Bohemia from you. So what you gonna do about it? I'm stressed and depressed here. Oh, it's in Crimea this time. Send the men! Let's see. Oh yes. Crimea. Sending it to there. Don't want to lose the links with China right now. Also, since I can't send a concubine, or... Actually I can, but not the sickly one. Which... She's still suffering diarrhea and fever. What the hell? But I could send in the other one, even though she was one of my commanders. But I'll do it. Oh gee, that's an idea. But, nah, something just came to me, but I guess I'll do it later in another life. Generosity of the Senulatovic dynasty will not be forgotten. Once again, I mean to please. So, this is what happened to the character. Left their old life behind and traveled to the Chinese Empire. It's not. It's supposed to be a death technically, but that's just saying she will not appear in this map ever again. So yeah. There she goes. My wife invites me to a session of stargazing. Wait a minute, you're a member of the Hermetic Society? No, you're not. Spending hours observing the beauty of the night skies has given me a newfound appreciation of the wonders around me, and the world no longer appears as dull and dreary as I once thought before. Okay, my stress and depression is gone. Alright, that's good. It's again defensive pact. It's just about everybody. Bulgaria and Serbia allies. Strange bedfellows. Oh, okay, the Teutonic Order is taking care of business. Well, never mind, go back. What's going on? Oh, it's a de jure holding or kicking the Teutonic Order out of our empire. Time to live up your name, Boyan. Ha! Duke Slavich II of Bosnia formed the alliance with Duke Antonios, the betrayer. The betrayer. Don't trust him, because he'll stab you in the back. And he's a master physician. I was telling. Well, just don't get on his bad side. Once again. Well, actually, we built all of them. Except for this one. And coming soon, Medical Academy. Shit. Where? Kiev again. Mercy, cried the thief when Slapback confronted and accused him of being in a robbery. It's just a petty thief. Oh, born slow. Ah. Gonna get you, sucker. What's up with that place? Still a heretic stronghold. My moodiness and tendency to lash shot at people is getting worse. I sleep too little and can't seem to stop worrying. Natalia Senulatovic is going to the Abgowitz. Level-headed poet. Young Petar had finished his education in the ways of faith and learning. I noticed with pride that he attained nothing less than a masterful of knowledge. Excellent. That's my boy. Now I shall send him to the academy for further education. So yeah, take him. So now he's a student. He's physically frail, but he'll be healthy nonetheless. He'll still live a long life, even if he's not in good shape. And whenever I die, he's going to be forced to leave an academy. He'll be a dropout, a college dropout, if per se. You know, for all your college boys out there. Go! Natalia, I was about to say, did you just come back to Croatia? Are you here? It's in. Yes, you are. I was wondering, did you kill him? Because I know you're an infantry believer, and you're not even a spy master, but I was wondering if you're the one that's responsible for this. Oh boy. I'm sure those Yabgowitz aren't happy about that. Hey, you want Natalia? Here, I'm sure she'll kill your ass too. She'll be a Black Widow. She'll be the next Liliana, the Black Widow. Sicko. Yeah, this place needs work. No longer stressed and or impressed. Depressed, not impressed. What? Haven't done this in a long time. Hold a feast. Kiev again? Those renegades better have something better to do. So too bad the feast had to be cancelled over some stupid bullshit. Although I'm more concerned about the Mazdakis of Slovakia, not Kiev. Oh, here we go. The wild goose chase begins again. Alright, go take care of these Mazdaki bastards. We're gonna have to chase you down if we have to. Gotcha. Zadar prospers. The prosperity of Zadar has attracted a number of scholars who are looking for a new patron. Organizing them on a foundation for learning could result in useful new discoveries. Knowledge is power. And you know what? Stay there! Actually, go back to Slovakia. You think they've finally had enough? Yeah, I sent my boy to the academy, or it's being ran down by Wisdom Dimitar, the ill ruler. And hopefully he doesn't fraternize any of those students there. Oh, what a way to go. What's up with everybody getting sympathies for pagans? Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean in about 50 years or so, everyone is going to turn into a Slavic pagan? And somehow the revival of Slavic paganism is just like the Vukovic tales? Yeah. It'll be just like that. No man will do. Well, oh, treasury card. At least you're young, so guard my shit. At least he ain't sympathetic to pagans, Slavic pagans. I assume they're all Slavic because we encroach of what used to be their land. There must be more to life than this, and I will find it. No longer content. I ain't feeling satisfied. Again. Okay. He's a Platonist now. So he's a follower of the teachings of the philosopher Plato. And you know, there are Zoroastrian influences in Plato. Here you go, have some money. It's, yeah, you might find this hard to believe. There are Zoroastrian influences into Platonism. Just look it up on the internet. You'll find all about it. Not bullshitting you. And yet this is coming from a guy in real life who's a born-again Christian, and yet I have a large amount of knowledge in all things Zoroastrianism. So, in real life, I might as well have the sympathy for Zoroastrians trait. The grand taverns in Dalmatia have been built. Is our master engineer doing any work other than building that paper mill? Yeah, Cassian would not be in that feast. You almost ruined the country while I was gone to China. You almost did. Have it sprung up in a revolt, then everything would have gone to hell in a handbasket. Yelling us, Senulatovic the warrior. Wow. I mean, originally when I was called the Great, I really didn't deserve it other than, yeah, we beat the Crusaders, but now that we've established links to China, I guess I do deserve the moniker now. In a way. Still batons. I gotta keep my watchful eye on that son. Matter of fact, if he gets another trade, just toggle special interest, okay? Whenever he finishes from the academy, then we got ourselves a smart, near genius emperor. And I will definitely play as that character with a member of the Hermetic Society. Oh, my wife died of great pox. Yeah, she's been good to me. News from China. The Chinese Golden Age appears to be over. Things are returning to normal and the Middle Kingdom seems stable. Interesting. Hold on. A peasant accused of murder is dragged before my court. His wife and children were found butchered in a small hut they called home. He was standing nearby, covering their blood. Despite this damning evidence, the man continues to profess his innocence. What should be done with him? Yadrinka once put him in the dungeons, but the evidence is circumstantial. Let him go. He'll be set free. Hopefully we don't screw that one up. But I don't think I'll live long enough to know if he was wrongfully accused or not. See? What's so hard, Zlata? You are the one with money. Zlata means golden in the Slavic language. But at least she'll be good to him. Be good over there. Still no notifications from my son yet of what the Academy had given him. My concubine is pregnant, but I was away, wasn't I? Whoa. I only have concubines, I just don't have my wife. Cephalonia is now back to be Zoroastrian again. Is somebody seducing my... one of my concubines, maybe. By the way, I'm too old to be having children at this point. Bohemian Holy War for Moravia. Good luck with that. Should have thought about taking Moravia in the future. Just to complete the puzzle piece for the Kingdom of Bohemia. The university I'm sponsoring sent me a promising student. Stanislav. Doctor of Philosophy. Okay. Dr. Stanislav. Alright, that'll do it for this episode. On the next episode, Drzislav will soon pass away. That's what I'm predicting. And, hold on. We'll finish this episode after I read this thing. Okay, let me read this news from China first. Rumors of the military might of the Tang Empire is proving to be a forceful diplomatic tool in itself. After what it seems like brief negotiations, Kowtow, Niangchi, Palchan II of the Niangchi has peacefully agreed to become a tributary state of the Middle Kingdom. Their couriers whisper that they can only hope that the relationship between Kowtow and the Eminent Emperor is to be a fruitful one. So be it. So it's now a tributary to the Empire. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Again, the Emperor will soon pass away for whatever reason, probably natural death or some other circumstance, unless he cuts himself at night. So until then, so long for now.